Ohio State racked up almost 700 yards of total offense against the Nittany Lions. That's the most that Penn State has ever allowed. When it comes to Pirates hitting in this postseason, it seems like there's a new hero every night. Bison, 6-0 all time. They let me steal the poster from there. They're 6-0 all time against the Rams. We actually got some more injury news, and it's on the offense that you were talking about. Tight end Matt Spade looks like he's going to be out for 8 to 10 weeks. Well, I'm sold. New Pittsburgh Pirate Justin Morneau saying last night when he got to Pittsburgh, he is ready to contribute to the team. And if you thought that the game against Michigan 2 weeks ago was a big deal, well, this one has the potential to be even bigger. However, the Steelers have looked sloppy, undisciplined through their first 2 games. Picked up just a few weeks ago, and honestly, he cannot believe that he is here at the Super Bowl. Now, he said it's not about the money, but we got to talk about the money. O'Brien also earned a $1 million pay raise. He walked his first 2 batters, then gave up a 3-run homer, and then walked a few batters before he was lifted in the first. He's one of just 2 Pennsylvania football players to make the 130-man Crimson Tide squad. Forney had been with the Curve for 5 years and was in his 2nd year at Mount Aloysius. Here's a little bit more about the son and friend being remembered tonight.
When Bo was I think he was 10 or 11. He had his birthday party here at the stadium. He threw out the ceremonial first pitch, and he drilled a strike right down the middle. So I'll always remember that.
Bo's dad, Ron, will continue that family tradition when he throws out the first pitch on opening night. To honor their veteran bat boy, the Curve will also be holding a live auction with the proceeds to benefit the American Heart Association. You can bid on jerseys and other items signed by the Curve and Pirates players. Many of the Bucks knew Bo when they suited up for Altoona.
Bo was, just a good friend and such a positive guy. Everybody who knew Bo, he touched him. We had a place in our heart for Bo.
Pirate pitcher Jared Hughes was at spring training in Florida when he heard the devastating news.
The whole locker room was just silent, and it was just pitchers that were there, and all the guys that had played with the Curve and knew him. We were just really, really sad because we knew, how great of a guy Bo was.
Yeah, he truly enjoyed being a part of the Curve organization, the Curve family.
His parents, Nancy and Ron, have been surprised by the overwhelming support they've received since Bo's death.
We were just totally amazed at the amount of friends that he had and how many people he impacted with his short, 21 years of life.
Count the Curve players and staff among them.
Every time I would walk through, I'd see him, and there's the smile, and there's the making me feel better, and you'd see that in his interactions with the top prospect player or the guy that was just kind of the 25th man on the roster.
He was one of those guys that would come around whether we won or lost. He was always the same person. He made this place a looser place, and he did so much. He's a special person.
The clubhouse won't be the same without him. The games won't be the same without him. But at the same time, I think what we can do is do our best to honor him and remember him.
We were talking about one of the ways that we wanted to honor him, and we thought we should put a patch on the Bat Boys uniforms for the season.
The patches will be worn by the Bat Boys for the entire regular season. In addition to Ron throwing out the first pitch, the Forney family has been invited to stand on the field for the opening day ceremonies.
It's going to be bittersweet. Obviously it'll bring back a lot of memories. But as Nancy said, it's a celebration of life, and the fact that this can be beneficial for the American Heart Association, and it's just an honor that the Curve's going to do that for Bo.
Here is the Bo Forney patch. Some of these will actually be sold at the game tonight, and I've already been over to the live auction. There's simply just amazing stuff over there, so be sure to check it out.
Now, HD Sports with Amy Gill.
Good evening, everyone. Now, it wasn't long ago that Penn State faced off against Eastern Michigan at Beaver Stadium. Back in 2011, the Nittany Lions captured a 28-point victory, and Matt McGloin threw 3 touchdowns. But with the Eagles also at 1-0 this season, could this game be closer today? Well, things looking that way in the early goings of the game. Picking it up scoreless in the first quarter, Christian Hackenberg making his first home start, but he loses his grip on the football. Matt Hunter scoops it up and takes it the other way for the 11-yard return. Eastern Michigan Michigan goes up 7-0. Next Nittany Lion possession, Hackenberg showing some positive flashes, airing it out to Allen Robinson, who brings it down for 43 yards. Just amazing catch right there. That will set up Zach Zwinak for the 2-yard score. Zwinak with 43 yards and 2 scores on the day. That makes it a tie game, 7-7. Second quarter now, that's when Penn State starts to take over. Bill Belton on the first drive of the quarter. He is in for the 5-yard score. That gives Penn State the lead. Belton with 108 yards on the day and also 2 touchdowns. Second half, much more from the blue and white. Nittany Lions now up 24-7 in the fourth. Hackenberg to Robinson, 45 yards and a touchdown. Akil Lynch also went in for the first time at running back. He had 108 yards and a touchdown as well. 251 yards from the run game today as Penn State gets the 45-7 victory. Opposite of last year, the Nittany Lions are 2-0 this year. Here's Casey Cantz with a wrap. Thanks a lot, Casey. And at halftime of today's game, the 1973 undefeated Nittany Lions squad was honored. At that ceremony, it was announced that running back John Cappelletti's number 22 will be retired. And Cappelletti has been the only Nittany Lion to win the Heisman Trophy, and he will be the first football player to have his number retired by Penn State. Right now, running back Akil Lynch wears the number 22, so the jersey will not officially be retired until the end of Lynch's Penn State career. Good stuff there. More football. St. Francis with their season opener today. The Red Flash at Georgia Southern, ranked 10th in the FCS. Eagles up 13-0 in the second quarter. That's Jarek McKinnon up top to a wide open Contrella Showers for 35 yards. 20-0 Eagles now. The Red Flash come back late in the half. Kahari Dixon is up and over for the score. That made it 20-7, but Georgia Southern, hey, they're ranked highly for a reason. The Red Flash fall today 59-17, and it doesn't get any easier for them. They visit another ranked squad, James Madison, next week. Some more scores. IUP beginning their season today. The Crimson Hawks with a 30-20 win over Southern Connecticut State. Cal U gets a week 1 win, 22-19 over Hillsdale in Michigan. And high school football, can't forget about them. Penns Manor defeats Conemaugh Valley 48-6. And much more football coming your way tomorrow as the NFL season officially gets underway with 26 teams playing tomorrow, including the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll host the Tennessee Titans at Heinz Field. The expectations this year are very high, especially with how the Steelers underachieved last season. Hopefully the preseason was not a preview of what's to come in the regular season. Big Ben, a big year for him as he enters his 10th year under center for the Black and Gold.
First game, you always get a little bit of jitters and nerves regardless of what year it is, but you know, it's playing at home. You want to come out and get a good taste in your mouth and let the fans have something to really get excited about.
Game time set for 1 o'clock, and you can catch all the action right here on your Steeler Nation home, WTAJ.
2 runners on. Holiday puts it in play. Ground ball to short. Farmas over to first, and Matt Holiday makes it a 3-run St. Louis lead.
Well, win number 82 of the season, still looking to be elusive for the Pittsburgh Pirates, to Jim Madelinsky's dismay. In the 6th, David Freese with a solo knock. That puts the Cards up 4-0. The Pirates will have to wait at least one more day to have an official winning season. The Bucks fall tonight 5-0, and they now trail the Cardinals by half a game in the division. And minor league baseball, the New York Penn League playoffs in State College tonight. Spikes absolutely must win tonight's game to stay alive in the postseason. Jamestown up 1 in the first inning. Edwin Espinal keeping things going with a liner into right. Jimmy Bosco going for the throw, but Adam Frazier, he beats the tag at the plate. So it's 2-0 Jammers, but the Spikes tie things up, and in the 3rd inning, Michael Schultz, a base knock through short. Cesar Valera comes in to score the go-ahead run, and State College keeps things going from there. The Spikes win tonight 12-4, so they will have a decisive Game 3 coming up tomorrow in State College. Game time at 7 o'clock, and of course we'll have highlights tomorrow at 11.